This video explains how to assemble and disassemble products during simulation using the assembly function. Part 2 explained how to create products using the defined assemblies and how to disassemble them. Part 3 explains how to sequentially load the defined assemblies onto the pallet. We will configure the settings when the assembly data source is set to assembly product type. Open the file used in Part 2 or let's use the assembly function after 2.vcmx. For assembly product type, assembly step information is acquired from the assemblies registered in the product type editor. Click the Process tab. Editor. Flow. Right-click the Assemble Process label. Select the Get Assembly statement. In the Statement Properties panel, set assembly data source to assembly product type. For assembly, select an assembly registered in the product type editor to acquire its information. Change to full pallet. For assembly steps, set an assembly step to acquire its information. Only assembly steps defined in the assembly specified for assembly can be selected. In this case, you can select assembly steps defined in full pallet. You can add or remove assembly steps to be created. Select any assembly step. Run the simulation. The assembly step set in assembly steps is transported to sync. This is the end of the explanation of how to disassemble products during the simulation. The following explains how to combine the transported parts to create products. Select the Get Assembly statement and change the setting to acquire all information from full pallet. Click Statements. Transport in to add the Transport in statement below the Get Assembly statement. In the Statement Properties panel, set mode to process an assembly and assembly variable name to product in. Delete the Transport out statement on the fourth line. Configure the feeder process settings to create each part. Go to the eCatalog panel, Models by Type, Flow Components and place 3 feeder process components. For each feeder process, select the Product Creator tab in the Component Properties panel and set part to box, cylinder, and cap, respectively. Insert feeder at the start of flow step for both parts and pallets. In the 3D world, click the feeder process label and the assemble process node in sequence to create the feeder assemble sync process flow. To make simulation checks easier, place the feeder process components to the front of the layout. Right-click the Create Process label. Select the Create statement. In the Statement Properties panel, set assembly steps to only pallet step. Deselect the Include Child Steps checkbox. Run the simulation. Parts placed on the pallet step are currently unrestricted because the assembly slot accepts any product type. Change the assembly slot filter setting so that only the parts defined by the assembly step are placed. Click Products in the Editor group. In the Product Type Editor panel, click the plus buttons in sequence to expand pallets. Full pallet, pallet step, cylinders step. Select Boxes step and click Open Assembly Editor. Select one Boxes step assembly slot object. In the Properties panel, expand Product Filter. Click the Add Product Filter button and select Product Type. Set accepted product types to box. Repeat the same filter setting for the remaining 4 Boxes step assembly slot objects. In the Product Type Editor panel, select Cylinders step. Select one Cylinder step assembly slot object. In the Properties panel, expand Product Filter, click the Add Product Filter button and select Product Type. Set accepted product types to cylinder. Repeat the same filter setting for the remaining 8 Cylinder step assembly slot objects. In the Product Type Editor panel, select Cap Step. Select one Cap Step Assembly Slot object. In the Properties panel, expand Product Filter, click the Add Product Filter button, and select Product Type. Set accepted product types to Cap. Repeat the same filter setting for the remaining 8 Cap Step Assembly Slot objects. Select the Layouts tab and run the simulation. Parts will be placed according to the assembly step settings. You can change the placement order by setting the assembly slot's order index value. Click Processes in the Editor group. Select the feeder process component that creates boxes, and copy and paste it 4 times. Click PNP in the Manipulation group. Move the added feeder process components so that they do not overlap. Click Flow in the Editor group. In the Process Flow Editor panel, click Parts and link the added feeder processes to the feeder assemble process flow. Configure the same setting for pallets. Run the simulation. Boxes are placed onto the pallet one by one. To place the box's step objects simultaneously, change the order index setting. In the Product Type Editor panel, select Boxes Step and open the Assembly Editor. Select all Boxes Step Assembly Slot objects. In the Properties panel, set Order Index to 1. Select the Layouts tab and run the simulation. Boxes will be placed onto the pallet simultaneously. In the Get Assembly statement, use the Assembly Steps setting to specify which assembly step to create. Select the Get Assembly statement of Assemble. In the Statement Properties panel, click the Assembly Steps field and delete every step except Cylinder Step. Deselect the Include Child Steps checkbox and run the simulation. Only cylinders will be placed onto the pallet. If an assembly step already has parts placed, its transport is skipped during product assembly. Click the Create statement of the Create process. In the Statement Properties panel, add Cylinders step to Assembly Steps. Select the Get Assembly statement of Assemble and set assembly steps to create all assembly steps. Run the simulation. The transport of cylinder step that is already placed on pallet step will be skipped. This concludes Part 3 of the course. Thank you for watching.